Hi everybody, this is Dr. McClain and I'm here today to read you another kimochi story. As we know, kimochi is Japanese for feelings. We all have a lot of feelings right now and that is okay. So this story is called Clover's Happy Go Not So Lucky Camping Trip. If somebody is happy go lucky, they're just really carefree and happy and they don't worry about things too much. So it's interesting that they've called it Clover's Happy Go Not So Lucky Camping Trip. I think we can guess that not everything's going to be perfect on this trip. And guess what? It's okay. When things aren't perfect, we make it work and we bounce back. And because Clover is a little shamrock, like a little four-leaf clover, I have a vase from Ireland and it has four-leaf clovers on it. So I put that there for some decoration. And of course I have some bears because bears are my favorite thing in the world, tied with groundhogs. Clover's Happy Go Not So Lucky Camping Trip. Let's find out what happens. So here is the title page. We've read most of them now, you guys. We've read all of them except for Bella Rosie. Bella Rose has her own story, and I don't have a copy of that. So, Clover's Happy Go Not So Lucky Camping Trip. So we're going to find out that in this story, Clover is really excited to be the leader on the annual Kimochi's camping trip. It's one of his favorite things to do. And things get complicated when Clover forgets some of the stuff he's supposed to do for the trip. But they learned how to bounce back and be flexible. That's what it means to bounce back. You can be flexible. You can think of different ways to make something work, and you can think about things optimistically. It was the end of summer on Kimochi's Way, and that meant it was time for the annual Kimochi's camping trip. Clover was in charge of the trip. He loved to camp. Look, there's Lovey-Dove. Which characters are we going to see today? There's Clover. He's got some camping equipment. Looks like he has a rolled up blanket, or maybe it's his sleeping bag. He has a little backpack. Looks like the baby bird is in the teacup again. But not everyone was as enthusiastic about camping as Clover. Cloud liked to camp alone. If Cat couldn't be in charge, she preferred being at home. Bug was afraid of the dark. And while Bella loved the scent of morning dew, she didn't like to be covered in it. You guys, morning dew is that little bit of rain or leftover nighttime condensation that makes all the flowers be a little bit damp or wet in the morning. Hugtopus's favorite thing about camping? S'mores, of course. I've got 3 kinds of chocolate. I'm identifying really strongly with Hugtopus right now. I have 3 kinds of chocolate too, actually, you guys. On the morning of the big trip, Clover overslept and kept his friends waiting. What? On the morning of the big trip, Clover overslept and kept his friends waiting. Okay, number 1, we set an alarm clock or the alarm on our phone. And number 2, is it bucket filling to keep your friends waiting on you? When he finally showed up, his friends were concerned and frustrated. So let's look at their faces. Do they look happy that he's late? Concerned and frustrated. So they were worried, like, oh my gosh, he's not here. Is he maybe sick? Did he get hurt? And frustrated is more like, I cannot believe we were waiting for him. That is not polite. That's not bucket filling. Are you sure we have everything we need? Asked Cloud. Maybe you should have made a checklist, said Cat. I brought the bug spray, said Bug. Clover believed they had everything they needed and cheerfully led his friends into the wood. Okay, you guys, this is something called irony. Do you expect a bug to say, I brought the bug spray? Well, no, because bug spray kills the bugs or keeps them away, and he is a bug, so that's actually something called irony. It's ironic. But soon it became clear that Clover had forgotten something. Where's Howard? Asked Cat. Howard! Clover had forgotten his lucky ladybug. He never went anywhere without him. How could he have forgotten? Oh well, sighed a disappointed Clover. More s'mores for us, he laughed, ever optimistic. But inside, he was pretty sad. When the friends had reached their favorite spot, they started to set up camp. Clover popped up his happy yellow tent. He'd almost forgotten what he was sad and disappointed about. Soon the campsite was nice and cozy. Look, Hugtopus is in a hammock. And Bug has a fly swatter. And Bug is spraying flies with bug spray. That's totally ironic, you guys. Time to make a campfire, announced Clover. Together, the friends gathered kindling and wood. Kindling are things that you will catch on fire quickly. Cat stacked the logs into a perfect triangle. She always made the fire. Where are the matches? Asked Cat. Everyone looked at Clover. Matches! How could he have forgotten? How am I going to make a fire? Cried Cat. How are we going to make s'mores? Cried Hugtopus. It's getting dark, cried Bug. He forgot the matches. It's okay, said Clover, because I thought I brought my lantern. Clover had forgotten that too. Maybe next time I'll make that list, Clover laughed. But nobody else did. It was cold and dark. This camping trip was a disaster. I am one unlucky four-leaf clover, Clover sighed. You were so good about bouncing back, sang Lovey-Dove. You know there is more than one way to light a fire. That's it, bounced Clover. Hey, guys, said Clover, we don't need matches to make a fire. Hugtopus rubbed those sticks together. Cloud, block the wind. Bella, add the kindlings. And Bug, blow gently when Cat says so, directed Clover. It wasn't easy, but all of a sudden the wood sparked, and a small flame grew into a beautiful fire. The friends whooped and cheered. Who wants s'mores? Shouted Hugtopus. While the friends roasted marshmallows, Clover played campfire songs on his harmonica. He hadn't forgotten to bring the fun. And that's all they really needed. So there they are, sleeping. Cat decided to stay outside. I wonder why. And Lovey-Dove is right there in the tree, and Hugtopus stayed outside. Oh, and so did Bug. A lot of them decided to sleep outside instead of in the tent. So here's our Kimochi's characters. So that was Clover's happy, go not so lucky camping trip. So what do you think Clover is going to learn about this trip that he's going to remember next time? Number one, we make a list. When we're going on a trip, we make a list and we remember to bring all the correct things, because if we don't, it makes life a little bit harder for everyone. We also learned that we want to set an alarm clock and not be late for our friends. So those are really, really important lessons to learn. I make lists all the time because we all have a lot on our minds and we can't always remember everything. But if you have some quiet time inside your own brain, you can stop and think, we're going camping. What are all the things we need? Let me make a little list. And my secret trick is that I scotch tape it to my front door. And I start to put a tote bag there and just load it up into the tote bag. And then when I put things in the tote bag, I cross it off the list so I won't forget all the important things that I might want to bring, like 3 kinds of chocolate. Just saying. Have a great day, and I look forward to recording another story soon.